What BS is still being taught to children? Your school record will follow you your entire life. My record from Mount Lebanon didn't make it to Venetia School. Venetia record didn't make it to McMurray. Only a few miles away. Entering college. Nobody knew anything about the schools I'd attended. In Denmark, the ABC song consists of 28 letters because we didn't used to count W for some reason. However, now we obviously do count the W, but the song was never updated and many adults thinks me an idiot when I say there are 29 letters in our alphabet. It truly pisses me off. None of the solar system models are even remotely to scale. Kids are starting social media so early these days. And I think that's very dangerous because it puts a lot of pressure on the kid to attribute their worth to their social media success. I also think parents are way too open with their social media when it comes to their kids. And it's totally a violation of the child's privacy, of which some parents will never admit. Ignore bullies and they'll leave you alone. When you do that, one of two things are likely to happen. Either they'll mess with you more, or they'll move to someone else and bully them. If you stand up to bullies, they back down. The earlier in life you put these people in their place, the less likely they'll develop their bad behavior as a lifelong practice. That Rosa Parks protest was spontaneous, and that she was just some random person. She was the secretary for the president of the local NAACP. And she was chose because she was believed to be best to elicit sympathy for the cause. Partially based on her light skin. It was a carefully scripted event, aided by out-of-state activists. That adults know what they're doing. That cracking their knuckles will destroy their hands. Like, just fucking say it annoys you. Jessica, ask them to stop. It's not that hard. Stop feeding them bullshit. Prior to college, university levels, there is far too much emphasis on simply believing what the teacher says, and not nearly enough on sourcing of their information or independent research. Students are often expected to trust what they are being told is true without being taught how to make sure it actually is true. This has created a lot of people willing to believe the first thing they hear, so long as the person saying it sounds more educated. Politics and misinformation. Not so much what is still being taught, but the lack of teaching of the following in the 21 stone century is ridiculous. Lack of financial intelligence and teaching them that social media is not real. I'm sure they'll come around and be friends with you. Just remember to be nice to them though if you want things to work out. Total BS. I heard this so much growing up that no matter how nice and understanding I was to everyone around me, people such as my teachers and peers pick on me endlessly because I was an easy target. Parents didn't believe me when something bad happens and they all took advantage of that. Don't take shish tea from anyone. Someone being mean to you? Tell them to back off or make an example of them. I learned real quick that everyone will gang up on you just for the fun out of it. Children can't have wants. Or children's wants are needs. Wants are valid. Just sometimes they're not worth the labor or get in the way of needs. I know it's tiny, but it takes Strex. Little Timmy wants ice cream, but needs to eat lunch. So no ice cream. Doesn't want to brush his teeth, but needs to avoid problems. So brush your denim teeth. Doesn't want to hug auntie, and doesn't need to, so can choose to not give the hug. Wants versus needs is not that hard to teach, and on its own doesn't result in entitlement or in being afraid of telling they want something. It doesn't matter who started it. Such bullshit. It absolutely matters who started it. If you punish a child for arguing, fighting over something they didn't start, the child will be confused, and rightly so. It goes against everything we tell children about fairness and rule of law. Carrots help you see in the dark. Saw it on a kids show. I am not gonna hurt you. Tell me the truth. As an Alaskan, where Alaska and Hawaii are actually located on a map. Hint. Not down by Mexico. He's just picking on you because he likes you. Your whole future depends on your exam results. Bullshit. You can return to education later on and succeed if you are motivated enough and don't tie yourself down financially. Guidance counselors don't care about your feelings and aren't actually qualified to be a therapist for you. Unless you're married, there's no way to prevent getting an STI from sex.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.